And maybe now you've given them a home, but that home must smell good. It must smell like you're making something delicious in it, honestly, because otherwise the cat's going to want to leave. But how about this? Whipping up a delicious dessert with only 5 ingredients. You don't need any less or any more, but it takes less than 30 minutes to prepare. It sounds good, right? Well, now that sounds like a dessert anyone can make. Even us, myself and Carl Wasty, honestly, we have the easiest recipe for you to try out at home. We're going to be sharing that with you. These mini citrus tartlets are easy enough for you to even get the kids involved. And that's what I've loved about all the recipes we made this morning, really, is the entire family can get involved, not just the kids. Even if you've got an Uncle Tabsy in your own home who can't make a thing in the kitchen, they can make that.
All right, so...
But I've got ways you can make anything and everything.
I can try my best, though. So what we have here, as you can see, it's a very bare station.
Yeah.
And that's because it's so simple for you to make this. Now, what I want you to do, Uncle Tubbsy, on your side, you're going to make the crumb, which is the base, one of the most important parts for texture, of our beautiful, we're going to, a mini citrus tart. I mean, we're going to use some Clover Classic custard. It's going to be good. So melted butter goes in there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, however you want to break down your biscuits is fine. You know, you can use whatever biscuits you want as well. Some people like the gingery stuff.
Ooh, that's
Some people like the shortbread stuff.
Oh, that's also me.
Okay, well, there we go. I mean, I also love shortbread, as you can see. Right, now, moving...
Well, you're a shortbread.
And you are my Romani cream.
Oh.
Right, yes, okay. Right, so here we go. I'm going to make a little paste, and this is my stabilizer for this tart. Now, the paste over here, I'm going to use some corn flour and some melted butter. I'm going to pour them in, and I want you to just make a nice little paste out of it, because that's going to go as we heat up the other little ingredients that I'll tell you about in a second. So, here's your pasty for Mr. Wasty. Yes, he was about to.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not tasty this time, but it's a pasty.
But it will be tasty.
Indeed, it will.
Made by Wasty.
That's right. Don't face me. Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Here it is. So there. It's right there. Paste is made. Now
so
I want to heat up
into our little jars or glasses, like
so that's your base. And I mean, you can choose what type of texture you want in the base. You can make it a thin base. You can make it a thick base. You can actually do some styles with it as well if you want to. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. What I'm going to do is, I mean, this is citrus. So I'm going to take a little bit of my orange juice over here. Yeah. And then I'm going to do 1 cup of Clover Classic custard. And then I'm just going to heat it. I'm not going to do too much with it. It's just about the heating.
So when you heat it, I imagine that it softens up quite a lot.
Well, that's the great thing about it. Once you've heated it and we've made sure that, you know, everything is bound together, then we're going to cool it. And then it's going to go into a piping bag. So while this is heating, I'm going to take this little bit of this. I made this earlier, little paste. Yeah. Pop it in there, and then I'm going to whisk it all in and let it incorporate.
Okay, cool. Well, you don't need much for this, and you can flavor these tartlets with any fruit or any citrus of your choice. Honestly, whatever you've got available at home. And if you want to make one large tart for the whole family, not just like one little one like this, just then set it in a large pie dish. It's as simple as that. But the same formula, the same format applies. Add some citrus zest for an extra zesty kick, because that's just what's going to make it special.
Exactly. And that's the thing about the zest that you can do. It's fantastic. So what I've done is, that's going to be sitting up over there, and it's going to be stabilizing. But magic of TV, I made one earlier. You want to get that. What it does, that's corn flour is stabilizing the entire thing. So you've got all of those things in here. And all you have to do from here is do the piping. And this is where you can get the kids involved. People who don't think they can cook can also get involved in here, because
the piping is where you're really involved.
Exactly.
And introduce
them. And I like the theater of piping, because like you can really go crazy with it as well. And while people are sitting down like, oh, what you making? You're like, no, I'm going to do this nice little tart for you. And I'm going to do that little thing, and you can...
And it's difficult. Just say to them, it's really hard to make this for you guys. I work so hard to give you the best dessert. But
and essentially what you are doing is just making sure that, you know, you're giving a little theater to the table. And all you do, that just sits. You can do it overnight. You can do it for 2 hours.
If you didn't want to pipe it like how Carl Wasty has done, because I mean he's very theatrical, as we've seen with this particular one. Honestly, you can just pour that custard into your glasses like this. Okay.
Show me.
If you take a look at this, like I did this when I arrived at 4 a.m. this morning.
Fantastic. Also, did you bring those glasses from home?
No.
Okay.
I found them here, but I did this. But look at this. You just put that in there and then throw in some of the biscuits just for the look, so that it's picture-worthy. And then you add some of your citrus in there to seal the
and that's it.
deal.
Some of the crumb at the bottom, the citrus. And I want you to give me a one word that comes to mind when you taste the beautiful mini citrus tart.
There are no words. It's like...
Gorgeous, eh?
It goes into your mouth, you don't want to say anything else.
And that's the beautiful thing. So if you want to shut anybody up, but in a good way, this is what you do in your home. And if you want to get the recipe and this beautiful thing, just go to expresstheshow.com. Also stand by, because something equally as zesty is Jamie Lee with our special guest getting a purple haircut.
Purple!
Purple, my friend.
Oh,
Purple.
Jamie, look at that.
All right, look
Whoa.
at so it's looking good so far. I'm liking that. The color is vibrant. It accentuates Jamie Lee's personality. And I think this is going to be absolutely sensational. So we'll make sure that we reveal that to you a little later. But for now, expresstheshow.com, grab the recipe and prove to yourself that you can make something sensational.
And
just
that
like
is
this.
the word. I was going to say, sensational is that one word for this.
Indeed.
Oh, I love it.